So I want to show you how to do calculations of your mean, your variance, and your standard deviation. And I want you to get practice with doing this on your using your notebooks as well. So here I am at my Jupyter Notebook startup page. I'm going to press New and create a new notebook. And I'm going to choose that to be Python 3.5 today. Give it a name. I'm going to call it means, etc. Just because it has to have a name before we proceed. And here it is. It's created it there in the folder. I'm going to click on it so it'll open it up. Okay. Now, in order that I am able to manipulate this, I'm going to import pandas as usual as PD, and I'm then going to load my file. I'm going to call my data M&M, okay, equals PD, which calls up the pandas package, dot, then type in the method read Excel, so we can load in our Excel file. And here's the hard part, remembering what I called the file. It'll be quotations around M&M underscore data frame, and then dot XLSX. Okay, and so this will be my file, and I press shift and enter and let it do its magic. We'll know it's done when that asterisk disappears and we have a number there. And okay, it has loaded. To see what we have, just to see what we've loaded so far, I'm going to type in M&M, shift and enter, and that prints out what we have in our file. This is the same file as we have been working with. Okay. Now, this actually has too much for what I want to show you, so I'm going to pick out one column to work with, and make a new data frame in the process. And my new data frame I'm going to call RED underscore DF, for red data frame, equals. And how am I going to pick out that one column? Well, I'm going to type in M&M square bracket, okay, and then square bracket again, and put a parenthesis RED. This will pick out the single column red and bring it into another data frame. I could pick out two columns. I could do red and blue and pick out two columns of the data frame by this, but I'm not interested in doing that. I'm interested in just picking out the one red column. Okay, and I have my red. Now to see that this is what's actually happened, I'll do red underscore DF, and so here is my data frame that contains just that one column. Okay, now let me show you what I can do with this. Now I can apply functions to this. I can go RED underscore DF, then look at that single column RED. Again, I've got the parentheses around it, and now I want to add up everything in that column, so I dot SUM, and then my parentheses there, because sum is a method, it's a function. Now I press shift and enter, and this adds up what I had there. Now I can actually do more. Let me put a comma here afterward and do an RED underscore DF parentheses RED, okay, not REF, RED, dot count, again parentheses, and shift and enter, and okay, ref def, okay, red diff, okay, here. And so I have my column of reds adds up to 17, and I have 10 there. So I could, you know, take 17 divided by 10. That would give me my mean. Let me do something different though. I'll copy this, okay, paste it back in. Instead of count, I'm going to put REMEAN, hold down shift and enter, and so hey, I've got the sum, the number of items, and the mean, which is the sum divided by the number, so 1.7. So this calculates mean for me. Okay, now that's you're going to begin to see that the data frame has a lot of methods in it that are going to do things for us, and ultimately we'll do them the easy way. I do want to show you how to work with certain aspects of this for pedagogical purposes, and so I'm going to show you another thing we can do here. This is kind of advanced, so pay close attention. RED underscore DF, okay, and I'm going to make a new column for this data frame. My new column I'm going to call by a string, okay, parenthesis red minus mean and dot dot or asterisk 2, okay, and to do this I'll say this is equal to, okay, RED underscore DF of, okay, quote RED minus RED. Now let me save myself some typing here. Copy. Okay, and instead of that though, I'm going to go dot MEAN. Okay, now around this I'll put in parentheses and then double asterisk, because this is the way Python does exponentiation 2. Okay, and now I press shift and enter, and I've got a new column here. A little bit of a warning because I'm kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, but I have a new column. And let me show you what this looks like in the data frame. And I keep doing the ref diff, excuse me. Okay, I have a little mistake in here. That's why it was griping. I'm going to put in my square brackets, so I'm actually taking the mean of what I meant to. Now let's try this. Okay. And so what I've got here, I have a new column. This, I take the random variable red and subtract the mean from it, and this gives me this new column. I can take this and do the RED, okay, sub DF, parentheses, and you want to make sure you do the string exactly like you did it before. So I copy that, bring it down there, voila, Okay, and then divide it by 10, okay, the number of items. This gives you, okay, in each of these, one more I left out a step, dot sum, and this gives me the variance. Okay, this is the variance of that data. It's not the sample variance, it's the variance. If I wanted the sample variance, I would take that 10 minus 1, put a 9 there, and this is the sample variance. Okay. Now, the standard deviation, the sample standard deviation of this is actually the square root of that. I'm not going to go to the trouble of doing that. I'm going to do RED underscore DF parentheses or square brackets RED dot SUM not SUI STD for standard deviation, and this gives us the sample standard deviation. Now, is that what I claimed was the same thing to be the variance? Well, yes. Okay, so but we want the sample standard deviation, which is what we will be using the vast majority of the time. And so you can get the sample standard deviation just from just from a function. Okay, you don't have to go through all of what we did. I just wanted you to see how we can do arithmetic on columns. Okay.